Okay, guys, just another video of me just, going on and on about stuff I've already said time and time again. Now, I notice a lot of people on the internet, and they are, you know, they go on and on about spiritual consciousness and, things like that. But, the way I look at it, if it weren't for you being a targeted individual and having these weird phenomenons forcefully placed throughout your life, would you have woken up to this sick reality that we live in? Like, would you have ever guessed that so-called programs like COINTELPRO even existed during these days? Now, MK Ultra could be comparable to neural monitoring, given that it is a form of mind control. But they are not giving you pills or, some type of LSD to put you under this spell or mind control. This type of mind control is done through the use of broadcast technology, radio waves, and that's really it. So, if you are indeed a true targeted individual, is your soul the reason for you waking up and smelling the coffee? Or is it merely the fact that you are or were targeted in so many different ways that you had no choice but to realize that something was not right about your life? Which is why I say, you don't know how long this has been going on. Like, you could blame it on a petty event that took place in your life. Like, you could blame it on moving to a different location. You could blame it on a petty argument, but all in all, people do these things every day. Motherfuckers move from one city to the next. Everyone's all over the place. They get drunk, they fight. It is what it is, it's life. But this does not result in them being targeted with radio wave technology and organized harassment. Now, COINTELPRO is one thing, MK Ultra is one thing, but they are both very comparable to what a lot of targeted individuals talk about. A lot of targeted individuals feel as if they've been lied on, done wrong, just having their lives totally manipulated and controlled. And victims of COINTELPRO had the exact same experience. So it's very comparable. And even with MK Ultra, neural monitoring takes the place of LSD. So MK Ultra and COINTELPRO all in one big ball. This is what organized harassment is. This is what electronic harassment is truly, truly very comparable to. So y'all do have to realize that a lot of times it's not really a result of you being, chosen, you being a light worker, or, some kind of free spirit. It's just that you were forced to realize that your life has been a lie the entire time. You were forced, okay? The psychological warfare, them wearing certain colors around you, the artificial telepathy, people talking to you in your own head, and all these other events that take place that just shouldn't. Okay, the average person or a lot of people aren't dealing with these things, so there is no way for them to be awoke. Okay, there is no way for these people to break away from the matrix. You have to experience this type of phenomenon firsthand to really understand and know that this is a real event or phenomenon taking place. The average person couldn't even comprehend what the average targeted individual goes through on a day-to-day basis. Now, a lot of people, or a majority of them, don't even realize they are being targeted with broadcast technology, or they are being harassed in a very organized fashion. It's not random. A lot of people wouldn't even notice these things from the get-go. And I feel as if most of it is the result of mind control. They use this technology against you, and it makes you more alert. It makes you more paranoid. But at the same time, it destroys your memory and your ability to process info. So you are paranoid, and then you are very alert. But a majority of targeted individuals are going to have a hard time processing stuff, and it's going to cause a lot of short-term memory loss. This technology does cause memory loss. So you gain alertness, but you lose actual intelligence, if you grasp what I'm saying. And then with the tinnitus, with me, I can walk by, or I could walk by post lights and they would flicker. Just a lot of weird events taking place in my life, and if it wasn't done so oftenly, I wouldn't have even noticed it. Like, this was done to me almost nearly, every day, 24/7, 7 days a week. This was done to me repeatedly. And this is how I finally realized that something was not right. And of course, around 2019, I came across targeted individuals, neural monitoring. I came across it back in 2017 and even 2018, but I just didn't want to have it. Like, it seemed too good to be true, but it is what it is. It was a hard pill for me to swallow, but I swallowed that pill. But see, some people will attribute organized harassment or neural monitoring to being an empath, or an empath, or a light worker, or you are some kind of high energy being. I mean, it's a theory, but at the same time, if you have this random anxiety whenever you walk into a room, this could be broadcast mind control. Okay, this technology will make you very anxious. It will even make you, let's say, for example, you go to a store, right? And it's like, most normal people can walk into a store without noticing anyone. Like, they'll just walk in the store, come straight out. They don't focus on anybody. They just live their lives. But as a targeted individual, even before you woke up to your harassment, you were very alert for some reason. And it only worsened as you got older. This alertness is probably not the real you. Okay? This technology modifies your behavior. And it's just a very hard call, okay? You could call it being a light worker or an empath, but at the same time, we are on a very physical planet. So your body has different chemicals, I'm just saying. A lot of these things may be the result of mind control and chemical imbalances and even electrical imbalances caused by this technology. Okay? So this may not even be the real you. If you weren't the victim of this technology or, organized harassment, you probably would have been a big time lawyer, never heard of gang stalking, never believed in it. You'd probably be able to process stuff extremely quick, or, rapidly. You'd probably be, or more than likely, you would be an entirely different person. But this technology modifies your behavior, okay? It causes more cons than pros, okay? Your memory, it causes tinnitus that can just completely stop you from working in a manufacturing plant. You will have physical ailments like, pain, arthritis, or so-called arthritis that you normally would not have had. Okay, chest pains, pains in your limbs. It is what it is. Like, this technology does a lot to the targeted individual. And let me move on to the higher self stuff. Okay, so a lot of targeted individuals do complain of the color red. They complain of vehicles missing a headlight or something like that. I don't think I get that a whole lot. Wouldn't even notice it. But if various targeted individuals are having the exact same harassment experiences, then that should tell you that whatever's going on is being. I'm telling you, you can argue me down all day. Whatever's going on is not the result of a spiritual guide. Um, it's not the result of higher self. Okay, no spiritual guide is going to bring a bunch of people with red shirts around you 24/7. It's not going to make people around you try to harass you or give you a hard time. It's not going to even lead to electronic harassment. The harassment that targeted individuals experience is basically the same. I mean, they'll change something here and there, but it's clearly a real phenomenon or a real quote unquote program. Even though I don't like calling it a program, sorry about that. Even though I don't like calling it a program, it is what it is. There is no way people are manifesting this type of harassment. There is no way in hell this is something I or you could manifest. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say it again. This is not something I or you could manifest. It's being done on purpose, and it's no joke. It's not a prank. It's nothing like that. Okay, they are trying to get a constant reaction out of you. It is what it is. But I'm out, man. It's not higher yourself. It's not spiritual guides. The whole empath, you know, light worker stuff. I don't really fall for it. To me, the anxiety, the depression, it's all the result of technology. Okay, when I walk into a room, I don't truly feel the energy of other people. But with broadcast technology, this technology can make you very anxious. So you walk into a room, you will assume that this is something paranormal happening, but it's not. Okay, it's simply satellite technology working your nerves. Literally. I'm out. Peace.